Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I am Jordan. So we have done 5. This is number 6. Stag will be number 7. Actually, that's the stag we'll be drinking. We've kind of gotten into allocated stuff here. The last couple bottles. So we did the E.H. Taylor. Last one was New Riff. That one's not allocated. The Weller 107 is allocated. So here's my little Weller story. I got this bottle of Weller Antique 107 ringing at 53.5%. Is that they're all ringing? Yeah, okay. So 107, well, duh, Weller 107. Yes, of course, that's what they are. 107 proof. I got my first bottle. I'm going to bring up my list here. I got that bottle over there, my first bottle. And I was not overly impressed with it. I got my first bottle. Sorry. Oh wait, no, I bought another one. I bought my first bottle in 2021, and I paid $45.29 for it. And this bottle here, it has not gotten any better. It has not, I don't know. There's just something wrong with this bottle that I picked up in 2021. Everybody was saying how great Antique 107 is. My hunting partner was like, oh my gosh, I love that stuff, whatever. Let's see, we picked up our dog from my hunting partner 2 Septembers ago. So September of 2023, we picked up our dog, Boone. And we met him in North Dakota, and we went hunting, and he had his bottle of 107. I brought some E.H. Taylor for him. And the 107 that he had could not have been more different than that bottle over there. I'm telling you, I don't know what is wrong with that bottle, but there's something wrong with it. Either it was just a bad run or something, because my hunting partner's bottle, I finally understood why he thought it was such a great whiskey. We killed an entire bottle in like 2 days, I think, or maybe it was even 1 day. I don't really remember. But he cracked his open, and I was like, holy crap, you're right. This stuff is phenomenal. But that bottle and the bottle that I had in North Dakota were nowhere near each other. So I was able to get my hands on a bottle this year. In fact, this is my 3rd bottle I bought this year. I bought one for my hunting partner, and then I got one extra one sitting here that I'm deciding whether or not I'm going to take with me to Oregon this year for my buddy out in Oregon, which I think I'm going to do. Because I got enough other great whiskey. I don't need another bottle. Plus, I got this bottle, which will be mine. And so we're going to crack into this. We're going to find out if this bottle is as good as what my hunting partner had and why this particular bottle is so terrible. And at some point, we are going to do head-to-head comparisons of these 107s, these E.H. Taylors, and then all 3 of the Stags I got, and then these 4 Roses, single barrels. But hopefully this is as good as his was, because it was excellent. And I would say, according to the bottle that he had, I see what all of the craze is all about, but I keep challenging. I'm hoping he and I are able to get together. We're talking about running dogs in North Dakota in July or in South Dakota in August, because he has the litter mates to my dog, and it'd be fun to be able to run those dogs out there. But anyways, if we do that, I'm definitely going to bring this bottle and challenge him in a blind taste test to see what he thinks of this, because there is just something wrong with this bottle. It has never been good to me, and I always was kind of put off by it. So with that said, probably not a fair comparison. they're pretty darn similar in color. But let's get into it. And sorry for the allocated bottles. What did I say? I paid. So in October of 2024, I paid $56.99 for this. No. Yes. No. I paid $52.39 for this one. And then in December, I paid $55.39. So in October of 24, I paid $52. And at the same store in December, I paid $55, so $3 more. And then the last bottle I just bought was March 17th, so St. Patty's Day. Same price, $55.39. So for 52 or we'll call it $53 or $56. Those are what we're getting these for right now. And the first bottle I picked up for was for $45. So this one was for $45 back in 2021. So on the nose, very light, not a whole lot going on in there. A rich caramel, that classic Buffalo Trace, a little bit floral, a little bit apple bright, kind of in the background, but mostly kind of caramel, brown sugary, little confectioner sugar, so very similar to the E.H. Taylor in the nose. Scratch the apple, put in a bright fruit cherry note. On the taste, we're going to have to go in a second time on that one for sure. It was kind of simple up front. I was expecting a little bit of proof to come through. So far, this is exactly what I was hoping for. This and that bottle tastes nothing alike whatsoever. Very sweet, very creamy, brown sugar, caramel, buttery, a little bit of oak, but hardly any at all. Confectioner sugar. I mean, it's just all sorts of caramel, sweetness, goodness, buttery, creamy, rich. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. There's a little like that cherry that I'm getting in the glass. Yeah, proof is not existing at all. There's a little bit of oak mixed with the ethanol, but it's not proofy at all. Kind of in the middle of the palate that's hovering above a very sweetness, and my brain just keeps locking in on that sweet. But yeah, caramel, confectioner sugar. There's a little bit of corn to it, like sweet corn, caramel corn would probably be a better descriptor. I mean, this bottle it is phenomenal. There is something wrong with that bottle. That's all there is to it. Like this is what me and my hunting partner drank. I mean, I could sit and kill this bottle. Like it is easy drinking. At 107 proof, there is no bite. There is no proofiness to it. It is just solid, delicious, sweet notes. So if you like a sweet whiskey, boom, bottle of 107. It's kind of expensive at $45. But if you got the option between this and the standard special reserve, the green label, I remember I was picking that up for the last bottle. Well, actually, I got it right here. The last bottle of special reserve that I picked up was $23.49, but that was a long time ago. And I don't have the date on it, but I want to say it was 2021 for $23.49. Since then, I think it jumped up to like MSRP on it's like $28, $30. I want to say most places that I've seen it, it's now $38 to $40 if you can find it for MSRP or something like that. that's probably on the cheap end. And I would say Special Reserve really is, you're better off going with any of the benchmarks, even benchmark 8 versus the Special Reserve. But if you can find this for under $60, that's going to be a buy. I've seen it for $90, somewhere in that price range. I don't think it's worth paying that much for it. But $60. I mean, I would say that this and the E.H. Taylor are kind of in the same realm as far as flavor, complexity, and value for the money. But I wouldn't go much above that. It really is not worth too much more than that. If you're desperate, or if you're on a whim, or if you're just feeling good about yourself, sure, pay more. But you shouldn't have to. You really shouldn't have to. And so, like I said, this is March 30th, 2025. It seems like we might be on the cusp, and it's starting to break in some spots where the bourbon boom might be over. We've had a good run. We've had, what, 2025, 2014, 2013, somewhere in there was about when the bourbon / whiskey craft distillery thing kind of kicked off. So we've had a 10-year run. That's typically what a cycle is in the whiskey department, or in the alcohol department in general. If you look at things in general, it kind of mirrors the economy a little bit, right? So, like, from COVID, from 2020 to now, people are really feeling it. I've been saying that the economy is going to tank here first quarter 2025. So tomorrow's the last day of the first quarter here, and it seems like I'm kind of right. Like, things are kind of tipping over the sides here pretty good. Stock market's tanking right now. People are defaulting on a lot of things. It seems like the economy's going down, and it's going to go down hard for next several quarters, if not years, just like 2008. It's going to take a lot of time for it to play out, but typically with all that stuff going on, people aren't spending $100 for whiskey or something like that. They're going to be picking up the cheap stuff. And with that, MGP, man, I got some stock in them. I bought it at like $65. It went up to like $130. Then they got sued, and now I think it's at like $29. So $28 maybe even. Luckily, they have a lot of production for a lot of different brands out there, so I think they'll be okay, but it's going to take a while for their stock to tick back up. But I think you finally have seen, like, if you go around there on YouTube, there's all kinds of videos of allocated whiskey sitting on shelves, especially at ridiculous prices. Like, people just aren't buying it because they can't afford it. And I think we're kind of cresting that wave here finally. And if you look at stuff like the craft brewery thing was like the early 2000s, and now there's a craft brewery everywhere. It's not that they're not still a thing, it's that the popularity of it goes. So if you look at liquor and spirits, it's somewhere between a 10 and 20-year cycle where whiskey dominates, then vodka dominates, then rum dominates, then tequila dominates, and it seems like tequila is going to be like the next craze that's going to hit, which hopefully means a little bit cheaper whiskey for us. So let's keep that in mind. Let's hope, pray to the whiskey gods that that is the truth. And as far as that goes, Weller 107, man, go out, drop in the comments down below what your experience is with it, what prices you're seeing it for, what you're able to get it for in your area, and we'll do the head-to-head, not this session, but in the next session, and we will see that this bottle kicks the absolute living crap out of this bottle, because for some reason this is just not good juice. But that's okay. This is what we're talking about in this video, and man, that is absolutely stellar. Stay tuned. Next video is going to be my new bottle of Stag here, and yeah, thanks for watching. You guys have yourselves a great day. 7 whiskeys is a lot, so we'll see how the 7th one goes, and we'll catch you in the next video.